but if you don't understand, you'll feel confused. Okay. Then draw 3 straight lines and make 4 compartments. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 compartments. Okay. Now the third one is not much important. Okay. So this is how you will draw. Next, what you will say, this applied chlorine is actually applying the chlorine from 0. Okay. So I'll start nearly to the origin. Okay. Then I'll start applying the chlorine. And I've told you all that the chlorine which I am applying here actually is a little slant, not too slant. Okay. And it 0.3 to 0.5 ppm per liter is generally what they mix when it is chlorine gas. So in this stage, the first stage when chlorine is applied, 8 grams gets consumed, and actually this chlorine that is applied will act as oxidizing agent, and it reacts with the reducing agents present in water. Okay. And what are those? H2S, iron, etc. They get oxidized, used up. Okay. After this, the chlorine applied will be very high, like that. Okay. And I said this as B grams. So in B grams of chlorine, what is happening? It is reacting with the organic compounds to form organic chlorides or chloramines. This is the combined chlorine portion. Okay, that is combined chlorine. Okay, and the next part is this combined chlorine and the applied chlorine are doing the disinfection. Okay, so what I am doing, this is the main disinfection where this is C grams. This C grams contains chlorine which I am applying and also this combined chlorine, both doing the disinfection. So this disinfection is done at this stage by forming HOCl. Okay, and after that free chlorine appears. Okay, this is free chlorine, also called as residual chlorine. And this point is called as breakpoint chlorination. This is breakpoint chlorination. This point on the graph where the free or residual chlorine appearing is called as breakpoint. And it is called as breakpoint chlorination. Okay. So that's the answer. Understood? That's the answer. So this, beyond this, free or residual chlorine appears. And this is the breakpoint. That's how you'll plot the graph. Elaga, you want me to just do a rough diagram like this? 1, 2, 3, 4 compartments. Okay, start here, somewhere here. Put a straight line nearly. Increase. Almost there. Like that. We'll say A grams here, B grams here, C grams here, and free or residual chlorine. This is breakpoint. This point is breakpoint. Here, the chlorine is in the combined state. Here, it is doing the disinfection. In the A stage, it is reacting with the reducing agents. Okay. That's about the breakpoint chlorination. It tells us how much chlorine I have to mix with water to do the disinfection, whether it is chlorine gas or chloramines or bleaching powder. Whatever be the thing, this breakpoint chlorination tells or gives us the calculation for the amount of chlorinating agent that has to be added in minimum amount to do complete disinfection or sterilization. Okay. So what are the advantages? Breakpoint chlorination helps us to realize the minimum amount of the chlorinating agent that has to be added to do the disinfection and avoid appearance of free or residual chlorine. Okay, that's the main advantage of this chapter. Okay, so what chlorine study also does, it helps us giving the calculation about how to remove the organic compounds that are present, okay, in the water, or how to avoid growth of weeds and all in water, also can be studied from this breakpoint chlorination graph. Okay, that finishes this chapter. Okay, so if chance excess of chlorine is present, I can remove the excess of chlorine using sodium sulfite salt. Okay, excess of chlorine can be removed by adding sodium sulfite salt or passing through porous carbon. Okay, that's the last point. If you want, you can write. After knowing that excess chlorine by chance is present, okay, excess chlorine or dechlorination can be done using sodium sulfite salt. Okay, so what's the formula of sodium sulfite? Na2S4, sodium sulfite, and or passing through porous carbon filters. The excess chlorine can be removed. Okay, this finishes water chemistry. Okay, how much more time I have taken? Almost 2 hours. 10 minutes I will, 2 hours, 10 minutes. I think I explained to maximum of my capability, means in time. I'll do it generally little more leisurely. I hope you understood. This finishes water chemistry topic. Tomorrow, I request you to join by 10:30. Rema?
Ma'am, morning time not ma'am. Raksha Bandhana ma'am. I think all are busy ma'am.
Oh, Raksha Bandhan. Oh, sorry. I'm absolutely clueless. Okay. Tomorrow at what time? Then you should tell me. Put a message. Rehman, will you present tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Anytime
Anytime Neeraj will tell you. Okay. And tomorrow, just present it. And I'll give the introduction to this. I'll not bother you all much. And this fuels topic. And the last topic, I think last topic, green chemistry, excellent presentations by all 3 teams. Excellent. I'd say it is over. In fact, this is what
I think tomorrow is not available, ma'am. Because some of the members going to village now, ma'am.
Okay, tomorrow I will not take the class. Okay, because even I too need a break. You too need a break. But tell me, will you coordinate with me on Monday? At what time you want me to take the class? If 3 o'clock you have regular classes, by chance if some faculty has finished the syllabus like EVS or any other teacher, let me know. No, just I'm asking you for one class for introduction. Okay.
Ma'am, 3 to 4 take ma'am Monday.
Huh? Monday?
3 to 4 తీసుకోండి ma'am. Monday.
3 to 4. 3 o'clock అయిపోతుందా మీ క్లాస్? ముందు క్లాస్ 3 o'clock అయిపోతుందా ముందు క్లాస్ మీది?
అంటే ఈఎస్ఆర్ 3:10 వరకు తీసుకుంటారు కదా మ్యామ్. నెక్స్ట్ మీరు తీసుకోండి మ్యామ్.
సరే. Rahman, is that okay with you tomorrow on Monday to show the slides?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely fine.
Okay. Okay, now I have one more request. See, I want to record your presentations. So tomorrow Rahman is going to do it, but there's no more presentations on that fuels topic.